Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, our group will present our topic is risk management in halal industry. Our presenter are Daniel Hazim bin Azman, Ahmad bin A. Aziz, Muhammad Syahmi bin Madrahi, and Siti Rabiatul Dina binti Damis.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Rabiatul Dina binti Damis, and I will present about the introduction of this topic. The demand of halal products escalates yearly with the growth of Muslim population, which is compulsory for them to consume halal food and beverages, as well as implement halal practice in their daily lifestyles as part of their religious beliefs. The global halal market is one of the fastest growing market in the world. The association between risk and reputation in halal industry is said to be the worst case of nightmare for any halal food and service if it is not handled professionally. Based on the Halal and Thayyiban risk management plan as prescribed in the Halal and Thayyiban assurance pipeline, a list of principles should be outlined and followed consistently to ensure the halal status of a product can be maintained even after an issue breakout. In recent years, several issues and scandals involving respectable halal products and restaurants arise, which dictated the credibility of the manufacturers and restaurant owners to secure its reputation in halal industry. A slight issue may result in the bankruptcy of a business if the management team fails to implement a robust risk management system to handle the issue. Thus, the implementation of halal risk management system is compulsory to ensure the survival of the business and its relevance in halal marketplace. This presentation aims to explore risk management in halal industry with the addition of halal reputation indicators. Moreover, it also covers the topic of halal reputation management and some arising issues in Malaysia that happens by an irresponsible individual, which may result in the bad image of a business.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Daniel Hazim bin Azman. Metric number 2020973713. So, the risk management is required to control or reduce the rate of risk that may occur. Before we want to control the risk to occur, we need to identify the risk and control the risk. In an ideal world, halal product manufacturing will not begin until all of the ingredients utilized had received halal certification. So, JAKIM renews certification every 2 years on average, with a 6-month lead time required for fresh halal certification. Despite possessing a valid halal certificate, there is a danger of ingredient change. In this case, a qualified officer is needed to keep an eye on the quality of the goods being produced. If there are materials that are not clean, do not follow with halal producer, packaging is not appropriate, and others that can occur at the risk of halal status. Next one is financial risk. So the risk that will occur in the financial is fulfilling the halal requirement comes at a high cost. Some companies do not want to get halal certification because it requires high cost. So other than that, not following proper halal procedure and standard can also result in losses to the company. With a halal certification, this has happened once to an instant noodle company that does not comply with the standard of halal certificate holders, such as additive premise and raw material places on the factory floor. So the company will suffer a loss if their halal certificate is revoked. This will reduce their sale to Muslim in particular. So the increase of manufacturing and operating costs has also become one of the reasons why there are still not many companies who come forward to apply for the halal certification. So to control it, take a halal certificate first to increase the marketing of the product sold, always adhere to the procedure and standard set by JAKIM. The risks that we can identify in storage and transportation of products contaminated with non-halal substance. So the way to avoid it is to isolate it, make to chamber or separate inventory non-halal with halal goods. So the other risk is bacterial development in raw material due to a power outage in the storage. So unclean container, delay risk will affect the lead time of distribution process of halal food and ingredients. So the way to control it is that the quality of service must be further improved. Have adequate training to the staff, especially to the Muslim staff, or well organized by management, so encouraged to be managed by Muslim staff. Next is managing human risk. So this resilient likes to buy goods that are tasty and cheap for them without checking whether the product is halal or not. So as a measure to control the risk, we need to check the website certificate by government like JAKIM and check if the halal logo is valid and right by the things we want to buy. So next is awareness of management. So some of the company, they cannot understand why logistic providers need to be halal certified, as halal is actually they are only focused to religion issue only. So hence halal concept is not only for Muslim but also non-Muslim, as it is meant for quality life and hygiene, clean and safe from impurities and contamination. Next is lack of training about human. So to control the risk, we must need to provide training opportunities to control halal risk about human. So as for the academia, despite institution of learning offering different halal academic program and courses, the content and the syllabus, duration and credits hours are measure of high quality standard as endorsed as by the Malaysian Qualification Agency under the Ministry of Higher Education. So halal product also must be handled by trained worker with especially with the halal certification. So knowledge in halal, permissible and tayyib about clean and wholesome does not confine to understanding what is permissible by the Sharia ruling, but also to extend and share knowledge on faith about iman with the iman by about the human risk. So it is necessary to maintain continuous training to improve the capability and capacity of workforce, so as to be able to deliver their work and service currently and for the future. So Sharia experts are themselves professional in the field of Sharia and Islamic governance, but they lack exposure and experience in the business operation. Hence, they too need trainings and development as human capital in the manufacturing, business service and logistics supply chain. So the halal industry in Malaysia require human capital that is readily available in the job market with knowledge in Sharia and Islamic principle pertaining to halal management and to possess the technical business knowledge in sourcing, production and manufacturing products and service, purchasing, store and inventory that are pertinent in business and operation.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad bin Aziz. So today I will continue to present halal reputation indicators. There are 4 main points that I will present. First is what is halal reputation indicator. Second is indicator of halal reputation in halal company. And third is customer satisfaction and reputation. And the last one is staff satisfaction and reputation. What is halal reputation indicators? The halal reputation indicator is one that acts as a measure for halal reputation and sales in the Muslim market. In 2020, Global Leader Malaysia obtained a halal food indicator index score of 209.8. Okay, first is trust in a company. Belief play an important role in halal purchasing behavior. Consumer distrust of the halal logo also shows their distrust of the body that issues the halal certificate, and the halal logo is issued by JAKIM. Okay, second is product brand. Unfamiliar brand factors cause Malaysian consumer to lack confidence in halal label food products. Therefore, research need to be done to understand the influence of brands with halal purchase. Okay, what is customer satisfaction? Customer satisfaction is a measurement that determines how well a company's product or service meet customer expectation. How to measure customer satisfaction? You can measure your client's general satisfaction with your services or monitor a specific touchpoint like making a purchase, contact customer support, or using a particular product feature, and many more. Why is customer satisfaction is important? Okay, first is help you make smarter marketing decision. For example, a customer satisfaction survey can help you see which products are of interest to your customers. Okay, second is encourage word of mouth referral. When customer satisfaction is high, people tend to recommend your business. According to accuracy, 55% of users show loyalty by recommending their favorite companies to friends and family. And the last one is protect your online image. Okay, how to improve customer satisfaction? Okay, collect customer feedback and always be available. Your customer need a place to voice their opinions, both positive and negative. And the last one is measure customer satisfaction regularly. Okay, next slide is staff satisfaction and reputation. Okay, for the definition, staff satisfaction is the level of happiness or commitment and staff feel for their job. Staff satisfaction is an essential aspect of any business or organization. Okay, importance of staff satisfaction. Individuals hardly consider quitting their existing occupation. Staff happiness is critical to ensuring increased income for the company. Satisfied employees are the happy staff who willingly help their fellow workers and cooperate with the organization even during emergency situation. Okay, factors that influencing staff satisfaction. Okay, staff satisfaction is heavily influenced by an organization's working circumstances. Okay, staff who do not have a proper workstation and are not comfortable at their workplace are the ones who are the most frustrated and unhappy with their job. Okay, staff benefit or reward are the second most significant element determine staff satisfaction.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Syahmi. My mention number is 2020951063. Okay, next we are going to Halal Reputation Management. What is Halal Reputation? Halal Reputation has been defined as a collective representation of a company, past action, and halal performance, as well as the company future ability to meet halal requirements. The drivers of a company halal reputation are halal authenticity, the trustworthiness of a halal certification, message delivered by companies and supply chain partners, and message by external stakeholders. Okay, next the drivers of a company's halal reputation. Halal authenticity. Company must be an authentic halal DNA in order to interact with the Muslim community. The validity of halal is determined by the company image. Trustworthiness of halal certification. Not all halal country certifications are regarded as equally reliable. Furthermore, the perceived integrity of a halal certification frequently predicts as products degree of preference. Message by company and supply chain partners. Companies, regardless of their products or service, generate their own bad or positive reputations based mostly on what they convey about their own halal reputation. Lastly, message by external stakeholders. The Muslim customers themselves are the most significant external players. These end users have ready access to modern media and may readily spread unfavorable information about their experience. Strategies. First, preventions. Generally, preventative system has been mainly focused on the creation of a halal assurance system based on the standards specified by halal certification authorities. Second, mitigation. When things go wrong with the halal problem, management must act quickly. Third, recovery. People trust in a product's halal integrity necessitates public assurance from the halal certification agency that the product is halal. Next, collective reputation management strategies. Halal scandals involving individual firms may cast an entire industry into dispute. Collective halal reputation management, including activities and behaviors undertaken by members of a collective to deliberately alter judgment about the reputation of the collective, is also an important element of reputation management. Activities include information sharing, joint research and developments, establish codes of conduct, and lobbying to trade association.
New categories of halal certifiable items such as cosmetic, medicines, paint, toilet paper, and many more. And that, which means it involves more brands within a product category that are halal certified, which it results in an obvious scales of halal difficulties. When a brand is faced with halal issues, it will quickly spread to other brands of the firm and other geographical market, as observed in recent years with large food corporations. The first issue that I will cover is about the fabrication of halal logo in illicit import meat. The fake halal meat scandal of Malaysia was a corruption scandal involving the selling of fake halal meat in Malaysia over a period of 40 years, but was only discovered in December 2020. A local media investigation revealed that a meat cartel was smuggling meat from non-halal certified sources like Brazil, Bolivia, Canada, China, Colombia, Mexico, Spain, and Ukraine. The meat being smuggled include horse, kangaroo, and even pork meat, which were mixed and sold as halal certified beef. The cartel bribed senior officials from a number of Malaysian government agencies. Several cartel members were arrested. The news Straits Times reported that officials from at least 4 agencies were involved in aiding the cartel in its illegal practice, which had been going on for at least 40 years. The officials were bribed with cash to turn a blind eye on the cartel's activities. On 30 December, 2 directors of a Johor Bahru-based frozen meat company, Raihana Cold Storage Sdn Berhad, were charged with falsifying halal logos on transport vehicles. By 4 January 2021, 4 suspects had been remanded to custody. The scandal triggered widespread alarm in Malaysia, where 60% of the population is Muslim, who by Islamic law are prohibited from eating meat that is not halal. Malaysian opposition members castigate the Department of Islamic Development Malaysia, or JAKIM, saying the incident had tarnished the image of the Islamic halal regulators. It was feared the scandal would have a negative impact on Malaysia's plan of becoming a global hub for the 2.3 trillion international halal market. The second issue that I will briefly talk is on false advertising premises as halal establishment. This happened on 2019 when a popular restaurant in section 25 Shah Alam has been operating as a halal Muslim facility for 10 years and has not obtained a valid halal certification. Bernama reported that a restaurant adorned with Jawi and Quran verses was also found to source raw foods such as mutton from non-halal certified suppliers. The establishment was finally discovered by the Islamic Religious Authorities of Selangor, or ZAIS. The executive staff and Ministry of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs staff sampled the site and claimed that non-Muslim restaurant owners are deceiving customers by promoting their restaurant as a Muslim restaurant and serving non-halal food through a viral social media post. The last issue that I will touch is on reputation risk of a company towards false allegation. This is a pretty viral issue that time in 2014. On May 2014, it is reported that a controversial incident occurred in Malaysia in relation to Cadbury's chocolate items that fall into an allegation that they are non-halal despite having the halal certification on the brand. The case began when the Ministry of Health decided to do random lab tests towards the product before they allegedly caused the uproar to happen. However, the case was later invalidated by Malaysia Halal Certification Body or JAKIB, who issued the halal certification to Cadbury. And then the opposing claims from two trustworthy sources astounded customer and affected their purchase, which some group of Muslims decided to call a boycott to the Cadbury's product, who believed to deliberately weaken Muslims' customers. So this concludes the focus of discussion today. To end, I would like to highlight that the status of halal products has become one of Muslim concern. Even though the integrity of them being unquestionably halal is intelligible, many halal integrity issues are likely to occur in the society even if it is just an allegation to create downfall to a good company. Some of the issues are hard to be detected. Once they are exposed, they will be well known and spread throughout the social networking site to the consumers who will take action either to stop consuming or call up for boycott of the organization or products. So eventually, those exposures will question the integrity of a country's halal systems, brands, and corporate or business reputation. The abandonment of any elements in halal requirements from the halal supply chain will cause customers and consumers to gradually lose confidence in halal certified products, and they started to have dubiety towards the credibility of halal system in the country. At the end, halal risk management system is efficient to handle any related issue regarding contamination and uncertainty against halal products that are produced in the company. Recovery is the main key for an effective and efficient crisis management and limit reputation damages. The main objective of it is to restore the reputation or social capital of the brand, namely its trust, Islamic value, and network, so the brand can still regain consumer trust and thrive in the halal market. And that brings us to the end. I would like to thank you for your time and attention today. From behalf of my members, I would like to thank Ustaz for the guidance that you give during preparation of this slide and presentation. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.